Did you know that by the time you reach the age of 60, your blood vessels have naturally lost about 30 to 40% of their elasticity, essentially becoming stiffer pipes that struggle to push life, giving oxygen down to your feet? If you've been feeling that heavy, leaden sensation in your legs, or if you've noticed your feet are always cold regardless of the weather, you aren't just getting older. Your circulatory system is sending you an urgent distress signal that it is starving for flow. Today, I am going to share with you a specific, scientifically backed drink that can act like a key to unlock those vessels, increasing blood flow to your lower extremities almost immediately. But before we get to the recipe, we have to understand why the legs are the first place to suffer. Your heart is an incredible pump, but it is fighting a constant battle against gravity to pull blood back up from your ankles. And as we age, the valves in our veins and the smooth muscle in our arteries need a specific kind of chemical support to stay efficient. When that support is missing, you experience peripheral resistance, which leads to cramping, swelling, and that frustrating, restless leg feeling at night. The secret to reversing this isn't found in a complicated medical procedure, but in the biochemistry of nitric oxide, a signaling molecule that tells your blood vessels to relax and dilate. As we cross the threshold of 60, our bodies produce significantly less nitric oxide naturally, which is why we must supplement it through specific dietary triggers. The drink I am talking about revolves around a potent combination of nitrates and antioxidants that work synergistically to flood your system with this miracle molecule. Think of your blood vessels like a garden hose. When they are stiff and narrow, the water barely trickles out, but when they are wide and flexible, the pressure stabilizes and the flow reaches every corner. To achieve this, we look toward the humble red beet, which is perhaps the most powerful natural nitrate source on the planet. When you consume beet juice, your saliva converts those nitrates into nitrites, and once they hit your stomach acid, they transform into nitric oxide, which enters your bloodstream and begins to soften the arterial walls in your legs within just 30 to 60 minutes. However, simply drinking beet juice isn't the whole story, because the body needs a carrier and a stabilizer to make sure that flow stays consistent throughout the day. That is why we pair the beets with a high-dose vitamin C source, like squeezed lemon or amla berry, which prevents the nitric oxide from breaking down too quickly. You also want to incorporate a hint of ginger, not just for the flavor, but because gingerol is a natural thermogenic that physically warms the blood and reduces platelet aggregation, meaning your blood becomes less sticky and moves more like water than syrup. It is a common mistake to think that circulation issues are just about the heart. In reality, they are about the health of the endothelium, which is the thin lining of your blood vessels. When you are over 60, this lining becomes scarred or rusty due to years of oxidative stress, and if you don't provide the right nutrients, no amount of walking or exercise will feel easy. By consuming this specific liquid blend in the morning on an empty stomach, you are essentially priming the pump for the rest of your day. Now, many people ask if they can just take a pill, but the liquid form is superior for seniors because the absorption starts the moment it touches your tongue, bypassing some of the digestive hurdles that come with age-related declines in stomach acid. It is also vital to talk about what not to do if you want this drink to work. If you are drinking this blood flow booster but still consuming high amounts of processed sodium or hidden sugars, you are essentially hitting the gas and the brake at the same time. Salt causes the body to retain water, which increases the volume of blood the heart has to push, while sugar creates inflammation that scratches the inside of those newly dilated vessels. You want to create a clean path for the blood to travel. As you start to incorporate this habit, you will notice that the pins and needles sensation begins to fade, and your walking endurance increases because your muscles are finally getting the oxygen they've been craving. This isn't just about comfort, it's about longevity and maintaining your independence as you age. Improved leg circulation reduces the risk of dangerous clots and keeps your skin and nerves healthy. You should aim to drink about 8 to 10 ounces of this mixture, ideally chilled, and try to move your legs for 5 minutes afterward to help the blood circulate. If you can commit to this for just 7 days, The cumulative effect on your vascular elasticity can be measured in how much lighter your steps feel. We have covered a lot of ground today, from the way nitric oxide relaxes your arteries to the specific roles of beets, ginger, and vitamin C in keeping your blood moving freely. Remember that your health is a reflection of the small, consistent choices you make every single morning, and giving your legs the circulation they deserve is one of the best gifts you can give your future self. If you found this information valuable, make sure to subscribe to the channel, like this video, and let me know in the comments what topic you want to see next.